Hey, we are almost done with Act 4, Scene 2. We have one more monologue from Act 4, Scene 2 of Cymbeline today, and we get to hear from Imogen, who a couple of days ago, I think it was brought out of the cave appearing to be dead, even though she's not really, and we the audience know that because we know that the potion that she drank isn't intended to kill people, it's just meant to like sort of simulate death. But they thought that she was dead, so Aviragus and Guiderius and Belarius decide that they're going to bury her, and then they also have this dead body that happened to be Cloten's, and Belarius is like, well, he was technically the queen's son, so we should give him a slightly more princely burial than just throwing his head in the river and letting his body rot. So they decide that they'll bury these two bodies together-ish, not necessarily in a hole together, more just like, let's lay them here and put some flowers around them, and then they are buried. So they do that with the two, and then they leave. And once they have left the scene, guess what happens? That's right, Imogen wakes up. So that's what we get to hear today in Act 4, Scene 2, is what happens when Imogen wakes up in this scene. So the others have just left. She said, "Sir, to Milford Haven, which is the way? I thank you by yon bush. Pray, how far is thither? It's Pittykins. Can it be 6 mile yet? I have gone all night, faith. I'll lie down and sleep. But soft, no bedfellow. Oh, gods and goddesses! These flowers are like the pleasures of the world, this bloody man, the care on it. I hope I dream. First so I thought I was a cave-keeper and cook to honest creatures, but 'tis not so. 'Twas but a bolt of nothing, shot of nothing, which the brain makes of fumes. Our very eyes are sometimes, like our judgments, blind. Good faith, I tremble still with fear, but if there be yet left in heaven a small drop of pity, as a wren's eye feared gods, a part of it, the dream's here still. Even when I wake, it is without me, as within me, not imagined, felt. A headless man, the garments of Posthumus. I know the shape of his leg. This is his hand. His foot mercurial, his martial thigh, the bronze of Hercules, but his jovial face. Murder in heaven, how? 'Tis gone. Bassanio, all curses mad at Hecuba gave the Greeks, and mine to boot be darted on thee. Thou conspired with that irregulous devil Cloten, hath here cut off my lord. To write and read be henceforth treacherous. Damned Bassanio hath with his forged letters, damned Bassanio, from this most bravest vessel of the world struck the main top, O Posthumus. Alas, where's thy head? Where's that? Where's that? Bassanio might have killed thee at the heart and left his head on. How should this be, Bassanio? 'Tis he and Cloten, malice and lucre in them, have laid this woe here. Oh, 'tis pregnant. The drug he gave me, which he said was precious and cordial to me, have I not found it murderous to the senses? That confirms it home. This is Bassanio's deed, and Cloten, oh, give color to my pale cheek with thy blood, that we, the horridor, may seem to those which chance to find us. Oh, my lord, my lord. And then she falls over weeping on Cloten's clot-pole-less body. And guess who chances by at the very end of 4-2? But Caius Lucius and his train. Remember, she was trying to find him because she was going to be like a servant to him so that she could keep an eye on Posthumus. Well, they come by and they can't tell if she's dead or alive, and of course they think that she's a he because she's still dressed as a man. And they finally, like, they realize that he is not dead, and they wake her up, and she's like, this is my master, and he was the best master ever. And they're like, well, you seem to have served him well, so what was his name? And she lies. And what was your name? And she lies. And they're like, that sounds good to us, so why don't you come and work for me? And she's like, yeah, sure, I will, as long as I get to bury him first and like cry over him for 100 years. And they're like, sure, we'll help, and then you can come and work for me. And then we get out of Act 4, Scene 2. And tomorrow we get into Act 4, Scene 3. I'll see you then.